He's a nice old man, isn't he?
He's very clean.
It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog. It's been a
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Real Screen Team. I'm Andrew Thomas. I'm back with my partner in crime, Christopher Johnson.
Hello, everyone.
And we're continuing our Beatle-a-thon with
Beatlemonthia.
With A Hard Day's Night, their very first acting and movie career that they did.
Very good film. Very good film.
Want to get into the overview?
Sure. A Hard Day's Night is a 1964 musical comedy film directed by Richard Lester and written by Alun Owen.
Mm-hmm.
The film was released by United Artists and Miramax. The film stars English rock band The Beatles, John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr in their film debut and during the height of Beatlemania. The film was a financial and critical success and was nominated for 2 Academy Awards.
Want to get to the synopsis?
Sure. The film follows a day in the life of John, Paul, George, and Ringo as they prepare for a television performance while fame takes the band by storm.
So, this was a really good movie for their first outing.
Yeah, and I think it was a very good idea to kind of stick closer to what their real lives were.
Yeah.
You know, them being that popular band that's taken the world by storm, and no matter where they go, there's always a commotion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, heck, the first thing we see is them running away from a whole army of girls screaming, wanting to get a hold of them and possibly tear them to shreds.
Yep. But we should talk about the Beatles themselves when they're first acting. So.
Yeah, and actually they did very good.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't really them acting, it was them being themselves.
Yeah.
And I think that's what made it great. And you kind of got to see each of their characteristics.
Yeah.
I mean, John being that charismatic smartass. Paul being equally as charismatic, but, you know, he's the nice guy. You know, George being the quiet one. But he's also very witty, and then there's Ringo.
The depressed Beatle.
Yeah. That's why I play the drums. It's a little bit of a compensatory factor.
He's mainly the main Beatle who actually has an actual focus in the movie story wise.
Yeah. It's kind of mainly focusing on, you know, how Ringo's feeling. You know, I guess he feels a bit inadequate.
Yeah.
Despite the fact he might actually be the most popular of all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, when they got the fan mail, he got, like, what? A whole bag full, while each of them only got a little stack.
Yeah. That didn't help from Paul's grandfather, who we should talk about.
Yes. Wilfred Brambell as John McCartney, Paul's grandfather. My God, was that man so troublesome.
Yep.
When it comes to instigating, that man, it's hard to find anyone that could do instigation better than him.
He was instigator, a con artist by selling fake Beatle autographs, photos.
Lying about who he was to get into that buffet gala that Ringo was given an invitation to.
Yeah.
I swear, But he was also funny. You know, it was just crazy what he was doing. I mean, and I feel bad for both Norm and Shake.
Yep. We can talk about their character.
Yeah. Norman Rossington is Norm, the Beatles manager, and John Junkin as Shake, the Beatles road manager. And these two guys are good friends, but just a few minutes with Paul's grandfather, and Norm is ready to throttle Shake just on the fact that Shake's taller than him. He can't help that. He's just taller than him. He's not doing it to spite you. He's just tall. It got so bad the man actually told him, "Stop being taller than me."
Yeah. Yep. Of course, we had at least one other colorful character in there, which was the TV producer / director.
Yeah, played by Victor Spinetti.
Yeah, he was really entertaining. He didn't take anyone's crap.
No, and he gave this air of arrogance.
Yeah.
You know, this stuffy TV director with his scarf and his turtleneck sweater.
Yep. And when he found out that they lost Ringo and Paul's grandfather trying to apologize, pretend to apologize, he's like, if he says one more thing, I want to strangle him. Something to that line.
Yeah.
On that thing, yeah. So he could be carrying that time, even despite being a complete arrogant
Jerk.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but it was really fun. The good was mainly all the music and the acting.
Yes. Oh my God, the music. We actually got to hear every song from A Hard Day's Night, the album itself.
Except for a few songs. There's a few songs that they added in there from the soundtrack.
Well, yeah, for the overall soundtrack, we actually got to hear some singles from with the Beatles.
Yeah.
And we actually got to hear She Loves You.
Yeah.
Some of the songs were used for, montages.
Boy. Yeah. This Boy was instrumental version was when Ringo was walking around. You hear the instrumental version of This Boy.
When the beginning of the film starts with A Hard Day's Night.
Yeah.
And then when they all are, having their cool down period just to get outside and have some fun, we hear Can't Buy Me Love.
Where John disappears to go do his book deal. If you realize, after the song is over, there's only 3 of them. John just disappears in the.
And it's never explained.
No. Yep.
And as far as songs that we actually got to see them perform, we got to see them perform in I Love Her.
Yeah. If I Fell.
Yeah, If I Fell.
Yeah.
Just to Dance with You.
Yeah. And we also.
And of course, She Loves You.
Yep. Of course, we also get to introduce to George's ex-wife. We forgot to mention that.
Oh yeah. We actually got to see Patty Boyd as
An extra, basically.
Yeah, she was one of the girls the Beatles were flirting with on the train to go to the TV studio.
Coincidentally, she doesn't interact with her future husband in any of the scenes.
Yeah, it's mainly John
Or
and
Paul.
Paul
Yeah.
trying to chat him up.
Yeah. Yeah. But. Well,
Of all the songs, what was your favorite as far as, performance?
I like Can't Buy Me Love was a good one.
I would agree with you as far as montage.
Yeah.
But as far as them performing, that actually seeing them perform that's a hard one. I would probably have to say If I Fell. It's either that or Dance with You.
Yeah.
Both performances were fantastic.
Yeah.
And I do like the addition that as far as music, they found a way to incorporate at least one song where all four Beatles sang lead.
Yep. Even George sings a song that he didn't even write.
Yeah.
The only movie time that we hear George sing, it's not even written by him yet because George doesn't start yet in his songwriting.
And for Ringo, didn't they play?
Yeah, they played "I Want to Be Your Man."
Yeah, while they were
during that
at
other
this
montage.
party. Yeah, when they were at this party the day before.
Yeah.
The TV performance.
Yeah.
So, hey, it was actually kind of cool to hear, something that each member sang lead on.
I think we pretty much got all the good.
Yeah.
Yep. What was the only downside to?
The only downside is the film was too short. It was only
an hour and a half. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, heck, I would have enjoyed, a couple hours just to see the Beatles do stuff.
Well, we get to see John and George do stuff away from them, along with Ringo, but we never see Paul, and that was deleted out.
Yeah.
Because because United Artists thought that, I'm not quite sure that should be like an hour and a half instead of 2 hours, which is weird. Unlike some studios today that just only with 2 hours, unless it's a big popular franchise, which will make it 3 hours.
Yeah.
There, give or take. But nope, not back in the day. So Paul's stuff was cut.
Which is messed up. I hope that footage can be found.
Yeah, all they have is the stills of his
Lost media, I swear.
Yep. Well, let's do the scores.
Why don't you go first?
I'm giving this an 8 out of 10. This was really awesome. The music, the acting from the Beatles. It's one of my favorite Beatles movies. And also the acting from the supporting cast too. Especially Paul's grandfather, who's the troublemaker and all that.
Wasn't he also a part of the show that inspired Sanford and Son?
Yeah. Stepford and Son.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, most of our iconic television is based off of something British.
Yeah. Your turn.
For me, I give this a 9 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
It is fantastic. There's a reason why this film has been preserved for importance in film, culture, and etc. by the National Film Registry. It's fantastic. Like I said, I wish this film had been longer. I just enjoyed just seeing John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr just do things and get to see them perform.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it, and I have to give a great deal of credit to the rest of the cast because they were all great characters.
Yep. Yep. But if you think we should have gave it a 10 out of 10, just find us on Facebook, The Real Screen Team. Find us on YouTube, The Real Screen Team. Like, comment, subscribe, and definitely subscribe.
Yeah, and give us our feedback.
Yep.
Give us feedback on this.
Yep, and we might, as soon as we get to 100, we might do a live stream.
Yeah, because our first big goal is to reach 100 subscribers by the end of the year. And, your potential subscriptions and sharing to people that may want to subscribe would definitely help.
But our next movie in the Beatlemonthia will be Help.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
So, you want to roll us out?
Well, sure. Thank you all for coming. Definitely come back and watch us again. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. It definitely helps. Thank you. Let's fade to black.
Been a hard day's